Well, I want to announce to you that I completely blew off the next segment, but you said you watched it, and I should have watched it. So tell me what I missed when Tony Schiavone interviewed Serena Deeb on the stage.
Oh boy. Let me start by saying, of all the women in AEW or throughout wrestling, I'm always impressed by Serena Deeb in the ring.
Yes,
Always. Even if it's a match I'm not interested in, if I start watching it, she pulls me in. She's really good.
she was a Rip Rogers student for quite some time.
AEW, the last several weeks, has started a new thing where they do this segment. It's kind of the women's cringy segment of the night, where it's always on the stage. They shoot it so the fans are behind the wrestler and the interviewer, either Renee or Shivani. They've done this now. We saw one that was really cringy with Mercedes and Willow a few weeks ago. Serena Deeb is so talented in the ring. She's not talented on the mic. And they gave her way too much time, and she got way too distracted by the fans who were kind of distracted and not really into what was happening here, and they were chanting. She had a serious thing she was talking about, having seizures, and it was in the middle of this promo that wasn't working, and then Tony Storm came out to confront her, and then we got the Tony Storm acting segment of the show. It was really bad. I feel bad saying that because I like Serena Deeb.
They were trying.
But,
They were given no direction, sent out there for too long a time, and left twisting in the wind. Is what you're basically saying.
Who's there to teach the women how to do promos? Not just in AEW, but business wide. I mean, I was astounded how bad this was.
Well, I zipped
You
through.
thought she
I
would have
saw
practiced. I mean, when you see this, you're like, oh, she must have something she's been working on. I hate to say that, but you think she must have something she's been working on. She's going to take here and, have something to say. She got thrown off. It was slow. The fans took over. And these women's ramp segments are disasters every week.
the end of the thing was what got my attention when basically after they had their verbal confrontation that I skipped through, Serena just hit Tony Storm with one punch and knocked her out and walked off. What has happened now? Tony Storm was supposed to be the star of the women's division, and she's got the butler Luther, and she's got the wannabe the understudy Maria May, and she would have all this attention and they did that for a few weeks, and suddenly Maria May is the one that's wrestling, and apparently she's a baby face, and Tony Storm's getting knocked out with one punch by a girl who may be talented but is middle card at best on their women's roster in the way they've used her, and certainly not the highest paid woman in town. So what the fuck with Tony Storm now? She's an afterthought already.
Again, whatever you think of the women there, they don't know how to book a women's division. It's been proven over 5 years. They can't book a women's division. They don't know what they're doing. And a lot of people have a lot of really bad ideas.